Hey guys, I hope you're doing great. I woke up to the realization, rather didn't wake up, I was almost waking up when I go back into a half sleep, more like a trance, and then these sketches come flooding into my mind, and it hits me that it's been predicted and calculated and put in place that Africa is gonna fall with a third from the current pandemic, that is corona. And at that particular moment, these sketches flood in, and it hits me that Africa is not gonna fall, but rather it's gonna rise, and it's time for us to wake up. And so I call these Good Morning Africa, the sketches of rebirth. So come along, my sketches, and let's tread together and enjoy this piece as it is. I closed my eyes, all sandy and itchy. I tried to open them, but they remained sealed in a stream of water drops upon a loose inch of soil. Raindrops, a formation in motion, a breed of life in action. As drops they turned into a torrent, and a once barren and forsaken land grew to a vineyard of hope. I saw worms take in life and give it back in a flow of aeration and pathways to growth through the soil. I saw a city grow from neglect to purpose, from a drop of water into a stream of hope, and then an ocean of abundance. I saw Africa, that dark continent once so called, grow from root to branch, but yet so aware of the fall of Babylon years thousands before, she forgot not the Isle of Tyre, as she crumbled in pride years earlier. And so as that city of Africa grew, she took note of every stone to lay foundation, and neglected not even that broken cornerstone. So bits and pieces she picked, and with a religion sailed in ships at hand, she got rid of its ugly doctrines and took sip of the basic fundamentals. The fundamentals of the Almighty's presence and His hope at hand, and the promise of His love. The fundamentals of His truth and the beauty of His grace, not forgetting the stream of morality and reality of His might. A morality that ran down society, not prioritizing one's soul over another, yet in essence, valuing the life of all its individuals, right from weak up to the strong. With values clasped in hand, I saw that black continent grow into a city mighty and powerful, not neglecting the contributions of its daughters, and not crushing underfoot the thoughts and philosophical wisdoms of its sons, wrapped in words and songs of unity, not for pride, but rather for a growth deep-seated in earnest. I saw that city build a wall of beauty and form a fortress of comfort, in so doing, being an asylum of refuge for our once big brothers from the outside. I saw her distance herself from all inhumanity and the degradation of a most blessed gift of the earth. I saw her take pride in the lives of all its beings and put to use every little available resource for the growth of its people. When no aid seemed forthcoming from the falling nations around, I saw her become a pinnacle and source of strength to many, using what was given her from the beginning of time by the Almighty, her love and kindness, unmarred by the lies of filth and hate from all around her oceans. I opened my eyes, but they closed and held still in a comfort and knowledge that that black continent had risen, that she had overlooked all checkers and pointers pinned towards her failure. Instead, she had taken all these as lessons and gotten rid of her greed to feed the hunger of all her desires. In place, she had used this hunger to build the needs of her citizens, right from small up to the mighty. I saw a city that thrived in its forest and nurtured its streams. As it cut one tree, it remembered to plant not only one more, but two in its place. A city that valued its ecosystem and protected its wild resources. A city that checked its dumping and thrived in its cleanness, knowing that reuse of a can was better then dumping of the same, and a subsequent purchase of another. I saw a city grow like a dream, where technological advancement in communication built bonds of friendship rather than platforms of isolation. I saw a mother smile through the phone to her daughter back at home from work and tell her, "Daughter, I am coming home." She had created time and found the value of life, the true value of life, that it lay in true love. Where a father went home early to spend time with her son, and a brother called on a sister to know if they were just okay. The streets knew and felt love and kindness in the eyes of a stranger. A smile together with a helping hand reassured an older lady that we were all on the same journey of life and that together we could enjoy it. I heard the airwaves roll out songs of love and not those of lust. Those of rebellion and anger chimed in rhythms of joy and peace with a breed of oneness and unity in all. I had a woman praised for her strength and resilience in holding strong a house, and a daughter called a sister and not a slay queen, for instead of slaying, she helped a brother grow. I saw a brother and sister exchange love for strength and high fives for kindness. I saw beauty roll out like the excellence of paradise upon the sons and daughters of man. I saw a city learn from its mistakes and grow into a beautiful wonder and envy of many, founded in faith and rooted in love. A city faithful to its source and loyal to its God. I opened my eyes and down was at hand, and Africa, that dark continent, was silent all around. Afraid and hid behind closed doors, waiting for a plague that they had so welcome to pass. And then I said to share this dream that Africa could rise again, devoid of outside colonization or neo-colonization. Africa, this beautiful dark continent, could be the cradle of life once again, but now based and anchored in truth and in love. Its sons and daughters from abroad return and share in the growth of the beauty we are becoming. Africa, we arise. It is morning already and we shall rise today.